long night, filled with tears and sadness, the disciples had all gathered together, still in shock after the events of Friday, the trial and crucifixion still vivid in their minds. I decided to go early to the tomb, bring spices to anoint his body for burial. It was still dark, but I could see that the great stone had been rolled away from the tomb. Who had done this, and where had they taken his body? I was distraught and immediately ran to tell the disciples. At first they didn't believe me. I didn't blame them. I could hardly believe it myself. But then Peter and John decided to see for themselves. I followed them back to the tomb. They too saw the stone rolled away and the tomb empty. After they left, I stood weeping outside the tomb. I looked into the tomb and saw two angels in white, sitting where the body of Jesus had lain. One of them spoke, saying, "Woman, why are you weeping?" Why was I crying? Wasn't it obvious? I responded, "I'm weeping because they had taken away my Lord, and I don't know where they had laid him." Someone came up behind me and said, "Woman, why are you weeping? Who are you looking for?" Well, through my tears, I thought it was the gardener. I turned to him and said to him, "Sir, if you had taken him somewhere, tell me where he is so I can take care of him." "Mary," he said. That was all he had to say, for I immediately recognized his voice. In joy, I reached for him and exclaiming, "Teacher!" I would have hugged him forever, but he cautioned me, saying, "Do not hold on to me, for I have yet not ascended to the Father. But go to the disciples and tell them that I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." I hated to leave him, but I was also excited to share this wonderful news with Peter and the disciples. With joy, I returned to them and told them I had seen the Lord. "Listen, everyone," I said. "Jesus is alive. I had seen him. That's why the tomb was empty. He isn't there because he's alive." Why had we ever doubted? Jesus told us that he had to die, but that he would rise again in 3 days. That's why the chief priests have posted a guard at his tomb. Sometimes we can be so slow to understand, so slow to recognize who walks among us. But wonder of wonders, the cross and the empty tomb reveal the depth of God's love for us. I came this morning in darkness, bearing spices, but I leave this garden in the bright light of faith and carrying with me memories that will last forever.